Hi guys, it's Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet, and we're doing an early morning video, but you probably won't get to watch it till later, because I'll have to edit it and everything, but that's why you see the lines. It's from my sleep mask that, you know, I wear when I sleep at night because I have sleep apnea. But, I watched one of my other friends' videos this morning, and I thought, I haven't made a video in a while. Simply because I just didn't get the urge to film, not because I have been feeling poorly or anything like that. I've been fine. I just didn't feel like I had anything to talk about. So, but this morning I watched one of my good friends' videos, and I got inspired. So I'll leave you to figure out who that was. But anyway, so as you all know, I think I talked about my brother coming for Thanksgiving, and he did. And he brought me some things, and I also have a finished object and a work in progress to show. So the first thing I'm going to show you, and everybody who I follow from the UK is going to know who this lady is, and probably everybody else who is alive, because this woman was awesome. There's mixed opinion, I'm sure, but to me, she just seemed like an awesome, felt more like a grandma type figure to me, but to other people, she was the leader of their country. But he got me this. It's the Platinum Jubilee 72 tea bag tea set. And see, she's in that really pretty hat and her outfit. And then, of course, if you really haven't been around for very long, that was Queen Elizabeth. And I am a fan. It has, if you guys pause the video, you can read that. It has some interesting information. And then that's the front and the sides. But yeah, and then it opens up. It's a really beautiful tin, and then it opens up, and it has three bags of three bags of tea. One is English afternoon, one is English breakfast, and one is Earl Grey, and they each have 24 bags of tea in them. And I knocked something down, and I don't know what it was. But anyway, and I just love the pretty flowers around it. And of course, this is going to make an excellent notions tin when I'm done with the tea. Or if people send me tea, or if I get, or if I buy some tea in the future, I could just use this as my tea chest. I mean, it would be a perfect place to keep it. Or a biscuit tin, and biscuits in their sense would be tea biscuits, which we call cookies. But I'd have to make them sugar-free. But anyway, that's that. He gave me that. And then my brother-in-law sent this. And it is an awesome, a new project bag. Actually, you guys, all my project bags are from some fancy designer, because my brother-in-law keeps sending me them for Christmas and sometimes my birthday. This one is, I'm not a braggy person. It's Gianni Bernini. I find it a little comical. Not the gift. Oh, see the kitty? I love that he thinks of me and sends me things, but I'm not a person who carries fancy designer bags. So they know that I'm going to use them for my project bag. So I have the fanciest project bags around, but it's funny because that's not my nature. But they make awesome project bags, but they'll last forever. You know how some of our project bags are just made of cloth, and they'll last for a good long while, and you can throw them in the washer and stuff like that. But these are really sturdy. And if you're out in public, nobody has to know it's your project bag. You just have a bag like everybody else. But look, See the pretty butterflies? I like, this one's my favorite because of the orange and the pink. And I like this dangly thing. You could put your keys on it, I think, but I guess people don't, but that's where my mind went, was the keychain. And it has, it's got pockets all the way around it. I mean, there's tons of pockets. And then the inside has this pouch, which is perfect for, and it comes unsnapped, and you could snap it to either side. And there's a zipper pocket on this side. I don't think you can see it, but there's a zipper pocket. I haven't got it zipped. And then on the other side, it has a place for credit cards and stuff. You could hardly see that, but and then the bag, there's a snap on both sides of it, and it could snap to this side or it could snap to this side. It depends on which side you want it on. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's sewed in on each end, but it's the size of a Notions pouch, and of course, in it, I have a bunch of my crochet hooks. I just threw some in there. I have a thing to keep my crochet hooks in, but if I went out, I could, throw whatever crochet hooks that I needed in there. So isn't that really cool? So this is the one I'll be carrying during the holidays when I go to visit everybody. Oh, and this is really sturdy. And you want to know how I know? Because I accidentally ran over it with my electric wheelchair. And it's like a steamroller. And it would have ruined this purse if it wasn't built so well. There's not a scratch on it. So that's really nice. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I got when my brother came. And, also we got a tin of butter cookies, which was, I mean, if you guys remember those old tins of butter cookies, David's, it's like, yay big around, and it was filled with butter cookies. And then a really tall bag of, they were bonbons, Lindt chocolate bonbons. They had dark chocolate and caramel and whoosh. And, there was something, these really good, they're St. Michel, I think, Michel, or it could be Michael, I don't know, butter cookies. They were different than the David's butter cookies. They were so good. It's hard to explain. They're not very sweet. They are a tad sweet, and they're buttery. And oh man, with a cup of coffee, woo, it's a good thing I don't have access to those. I don't know where those came from. They're French for sure. They're French butter cookies. But I was really spoiled. Let's just say that. I was spoiled rotten when my brother came. So, anyway, that was awesome. So, sorry, I slept for a long time. I fell asleep at 8 o'clock last night and woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. I must have needed the sleep, is all I gotta say, because I normally do not sleep more than about 5 or 6 hours. So, anyway. So, I want to show you guys. Oh, and it holds a lot of yarn. A ton. I've got a ton of yarn in here. That's a hat that I'm working on. But anyway, so I finished this hat. It's got my son's college school colors in it. And it's kind of, the brim got kind of bent, but because I had it down in the purse. I'll have to block it. But anyway, check it out. The top looks kind of marbly, which I like, and then the bottom is kind of like color pooling. It just has to go with the stitch that you do, it's all about the stitch. And then I put this really cute, okay, you can't hardly tell, but the edges have got black, and then it has that red, so it goes with the, the rest of the colors. And on the inside, I put a button. And check that out. I mean, if I hold the material tight, it barely wobbles. So that button holds it really good. You just, where the hole is for the tip, you just, you put the button adjacent to that hole. and then you pull the pom-poms little elastic band down through and you wrap it on the button. And I only had to wrap it once. It's that tight because I put the button just slightly off so that it would make it stretch a little bit more, so it would give it more of a tight fit. And then you can take that button off when you go to, or the pom-pom off when you go to wash it, so you don't ruin it in the washer because, or the dryer, because it's, fragile. But anyway, I did this from bottom up, which I didn't like. I do not like doing the brim first and then doing this because of the trouble of keeping it, curving just the right way, which I did a pretty awesome job, I gotta say. But it makes me nervous. I'd rather do it from the top down. But then you don't get the really cool band. I mean, you could make one and then sew it once you got so far. I don't know. I'll have to try that. But anyway, that's that. And then that's for my son. It's his Christmas hat. It's his school colors. He's graduating this year. He's already on the list for the ceremony, and that's making me nervous. But I'm really proud of him. He's on the dean's list, and really close to a 4.0 grade average. There was a couple of things that kind of, I think it's like really on the sliver, so it may, I don't know how that works, but you may get it there but he's like 3.9 or something, I don't know, it's really close. And being on the dean's list is really cool, so we'll have a nice little graduation. And anyway, I wanted to make him something with the school colors. Later on, I'll make him a blanket and stuff for his new apartment whenever he moves, because I'll have to ship that over there. But okay, and the other thing that I'm working on is the scarf, and I'm only one skein into it. It's that big. It's not big enough yet. I need one more of this to make it a full scarf, so they could wrap it around a couple of times or leave it long. But anyway, I'm knitting that, in case you couldn't tell. And then I have this much left of a skein that was this big. And it is the Ice Cream Smoothie brand anti-pilling yarn, 3 ounces, 219 yards, 200 meters, 100% acrylic, 3 weight. No triangles. You can wash it. You can dry it, but you can't iron it. Anyway, and it is made in Turkey, as all of the best yarns are. You want to meet these people, right? Because you're like, how do you guys do such awesome work? And we want to know. But it's probably not safe to travel right now, but I would love to meet those people. But anyway, and I'm knitting it with these really cool knitting needles that I got from a darn good yarn. I don't know if I got that right up. Yeah, a darn good yarn. They're wooden and they've been dipped in a color. Purple is the color. If you can't, there. Whoa. Purple. I've rubbed the end off of that a little bit, but that could be fixed with a little acrylic. But it's not catching on anything, so I'm not worried. But and well, I can't show you because I don't have a table right here, but they would stand up I'm shaking, but they would stand up on the table if you needed it to, but they'd also knock over really easy, so I don't know why they added that, but and I also have a crochet hook, because for a while I was subscribed to a darn good yarn. You should go check them out. They give money to, or help people I forget how it goes, but I think they help them provide them work or a business or something with recycling their saris into yarn. But anyway, um, so I had a subscription for a little bit, and I got this and a crochet hook, which was nice, and I used them. But anyway, yeah, it made it a perfect size for the scarf, which is 20. Um, you cast on 20 for this, and then you just keep going until you. I'm knitting both sides. I forget whether it's called stocking knit. Somebody told me a long time ago, or there's another one that I can't remember the name because, like I said, I can knit rectangles and squares, but I'm not real good with all the lingo. But anyway, I knit both sides, and it turns fabric like this. And look at the pretty color gradient. It's really pretty and perfectly soft. I recommend it. I don't know if they still have the smoothie in the ice cream yarn, but if they do, I recommend it highly. I've had this for a year. I found out because I accidentally was watching a video of the previous Halloween, and I originally got this yarn for a baby blanket. But when I got the yarn, I realized, I mean, normally I could get 4 big skeins and make a pretty good baby blanket, but then when I got this, I realized how small it was, and I'm like, I'm going to need way more than that, and I just never ordered anymore. So I had 4 of these, and I've used almost one. But anyway, I was watching the video, and I saw that this is what I bought the yarn for. I was like, oh, that's why I have it. But anyway, so that was a year ago. So, oh, and this, I forgot to tell you the color. I think I told you in another video what color it was when I showed you the scarf I was working on. Anyway, pink parrot. So, in case you want to get that, and they do still have it, I don't know. But it's Lion Brand ice cream yarn. So, anyway, that's all the stuff I'm working on right now. I finished a hat for my father-in-law, but I don't have it near me, and I'm not going to run and go get it. So, I think I will do a little knitting on the rest of this while I talk to you. Because this will probably be the second to the last video. And I say second to the last video before the end of the year because I have not did my oolong tea shawl the last 2 installments. And I need to do that and get you guys an update and get it loaded up so that Becca, she did this tutorial for me, Becca at Mary Maker. If you haven't checked her out, go over there and check her out. She has an awesome tutorial on this oolong tea shawl by Red Teapot Atlay. And she has a link to that lady's channel if you want to also get the pattern to do the crochet along with her. She has a link to that. But anyway, I'll put Becca's channel in the link so that you guys can go check her out. And she's an awesome knitter and crocheter, and she does crochet classes in her area. If you're anywhere near her where she lives, you can probably join those classes. I would. I don't live super far away, but it's like 4 hours, I think. So wouldn't drive there for a class. But if I'm ever in the town visiting, I certainly want to meet up and go to a local yarn shop, because that girl has the yarn buying juju, let me tell you. She gets so super great deals. It'd almost be worth saving up my money and going on a yarn trip. So she can show me the deals. But anyway, right now I don't. All my yarn is in totes. I took the cubicle apart that was just, it was basically falling apart. I got it off of Amazon and it had 9 cubes, and it was overstuffed anyway, and then I still had a bunch of totes. So what I did was I got me these collapsible containers, and I put them all in those, and then as soon as I get my shelving unit, I want to get a shelving unit that has doors on it, and then I can put my yarn up like everybody else has their yarn walls, and then I can film in front of that, whenever I feel like it. So so a little bit about our Christmas plans, because another person that I follow is Sam from Memphis Makes, and she did a drive along, and she was talking about her Christmas plans, and I thought, oh, that would be cool. When I do my video next, I'll talk about that. So that's what we're doing. So anyway, we've got our tree up, and we've got lights, in case you can't see, and we've got some decorations outside, and that is as much prepared pretty much as we are for Christmas. I've gotten most of the Christmas presents bought. I did people who were far out first, and then working my way in, because we're going to be seeing most of these people, and so we can give them their gifts closer to Christmas. So that's how I did it. I did it geographically. But anyway, I'm mostly finished. I got my husband his presents, and my son pretty much. He also likes digital video games for his PlayStation, so I'll be getting him whatever video game he wants, and then the presents that I've already bought him. I haven't got anything wrapped at all. I just haven't got to that yet. I need to get some more wrapping paper. I have some really old wrapping paper. I don't know if I'll use it or not. I should probably use it up. But then also, my father-in-law and sister-in-law, I've got to finish theirs, but I've got something for each of them already. But I got to finish adding some stuff to it. And then I think I told you guys in a previous video, I'm going to make my dad some sugar-free cocoa mix. I got this really cool mason jar. It's like a, well, anyway, it's humongous. Regular mason jars are like this. This one is like this. And I'm going to layer the cocoa ingredients and the marshmallows in it, kind of like a sand art painting. And then I've got this really cool wooden spoon that I'm going to tie to it with a ribbon. And then I'm going to make him a hat, a winter hat. And I can make a hat in a day, so I still have plenty of time. I know everybody in their head is like, it's getting too close. But no, I could whip one of those crocheted hats out in a day. My son's took 2 days because I worked on the brim and then I set it down, but I could have finished that in a day. But and I've been working on this scarf every day, knitting a little bit at a time, so it'll be done by Christmas. And I got some really good deals. Like, I did not go Black Friday shopping, but you almost don't have to anymore, because they have it before Black Friday and they have it after Black Friday. I don't even know why they call it Black Friday anymore. But and then there's Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday, and and then they're like extended just for you Cyber Monday. I'm like, whatever. But anyway, so I didn't do any of that. I waited till way after that, and I got on there and I bought. Well, I already bought Oliver stuff for his birthday, so I had Old Navy cash for that, because you get Old Navy cash when you spend money in the store. And then I bought my husband and son some things, and got more Old Navy cash. So just, I don't know, a day or so ago, I got on there because it was time to spend your Old Navy cash, and I needed a winter coat, and they had some coats on there, and I thought, well, they're not going to have my size, because in store they don't tend to have a lot of bigger things. And but I got on there and they did, and they had this really cool brown. If you can imagine a faux suede, it's not really suede; it's a soft material. But the brown color of suede, soft brown, and then it has the Sherpa. It's fake Sherpa lining. It's not. It's all synthetic. But it was originally an $84 coat, and it with my Old Navy cash and the extra 30% discount they were given, I got it for $26. So that was really cool. And because I didn't have a winter coat, I don't usually. I just wear a sweater, or I wear a hoodie because I get really hot. But sometimes it's cold and you need an extra layer of coat. So I got me that, and there was some pajamas. I pretty much never buy me anything unless I absolutely need it. Things wear out, you got to buy some more, that kind of thing. But I had already gotten my husband and son stuff, and I thought, you know what, since I got this, uh, Old Navy cash, and I got there's a discount, I thought, why not? So I got a pajama set. It's got, I'm a Star Wars nut. It's got a Grogu, which everybody calls Baby Yoda, sitting on top of Christmas presents, and it's a top and bottom pajama set. The pajama bottoms that have the jogger ankles, and the pajama tops, like a thermal set, but it's not thermal. It's got Christmas presents all over it, and then the Baby Yoda. So I got that, and then I got a bunch of Christmas socks, a pack of 6 Christmas socks, and a slipper set. I got that for my sister-in-law. Don't worry, she doesn't watch me, so she won't know what her present is. But yeah, so that's coming, and I got a really good super deal on all that. So so I got a hat for my stepmom, and I may throw a shawl or scarf in with that, and like I said, my dad's getting a hat and cocoa, and I got my father-in-law this really thick winter sock set that has snowflake design on it, and I knitted him a hat on my knitting machine, and I'm going to get him a pair of house slippers. I usually do at Christmas time, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and my brother and my brother-in-law, I've got to get them something, and they were supposed to make me a Christmas list, and they haven't. So I'm going to have to probably send them a gift card But one likes to shop on Amazon and the other one likes coffee. So those are really easy gift cards to send. Um, I have been bugging them since before Black Friday because I thought, well, I'll order online for Black Friday and get them something, but they never made their list. So at this point, they live in DC, and if you order anything off of Amazon, you might not get it in time. So unless they get me a list here shortly, they will be getting gift cards. So, and I don't, that's all the preparedness I am. We haven't wrapped anything yet. Um, so, Sam also talked about the traditions that her family had. So, our traditions usually go like this. We have also our Christmas stockings. Um, some people just use them for decoration, but we actually fill ours. And we sometimes, more times than not, will open those on Christmas Eve, and they'll have little stocking stuffers in them. And as my son's gotten older, the stocking stuffers have gotten more like adult things in them, like gift, uh, um, like men's stuff, like body wash and those kits. They got the Christmas kits that have body wash, cologne, all that stuff in it. Also, he like Rubik's cubes and stuff. So I try to find something like puzzles like that, or a card game or something. And then, of course, chocolates. He likes Hershey's Kisses, and my husband likes Reese's peanut butter cups, and so I do things like that. Um, uh, chocolate oranges or whatever Christmas candy that I come across that I know that they'll like. And then a lot more times than not, we'll open those on Christmas Eve. If we don't open them on Christmas Eve, we'll do it Christmas Day. But we get up really early. I make pancakes because I make pancakes on special occasions because you can't have them all the time because, sugar. um, and I make a blueberry syrup. I take the blueberries and I boil them on the stove, the frozen ones. That helps to break down. I mean, you could do fresh if your store has some, but usually there aren't very good quality at the winter time. So you might as well get the frozen, and they break down a lot easier because of the ice. If you know anything about uh, science, when something freezes, the ice crystals form in the cells and they poke through the cell walls, the ice crystals, so that when something melts, after the ice crystals have already broke through the cell walls of the cells in the fruit. So the cells, when everything melts, it falls apart. It's like it broke down your bone system. Like if somebody broke all your bones, you would just fall flat. Weird analogy, I know, but that's basically what the cells do. So when the blueberries melt from being frozen, they're already pretty squished. So it makes it easier to boil them up and make them liquidy into a syrup. And I add a monk fruit or stevia or whatever sweetener I'm using at the time, but I always use natural sweeteners, as to add a little bit more sweetness to the blueberries. I mean, blueberries, at least the ones I get, are usually just sweet enough as they are. But to make it a little bit more like a pancake syrup, I add a little bit of sweetener. But anyway, we pour that on top of the pancakes, and then we put whipped cream on them, and we have special breakfast, and then we all open our presents, and my son hands out the presents because he's the only kid, so He hands out the presents every year. Um, and then we take turns opening our presents so everybody can watch each other open their presents. And then um, at that time, I've probably already been up, already have some stuff cooking. This year, we're going to have ham. Um, and I think I'm going to put carrots and potatoes in with the ham while it's cooking. And so I'll be having some of that stuff. I'll probably work on the sides after we open the presents. But ham is going to be our main. We always have ham at Christmas. Turkey at Thanksgiving, ham at Christmas. But and we have this ham here called Kentucky Legend ham, and they say it's double smoked. I don't know why they do it twice, but I'm here to tell you that ham is awesome, and it's probably the ham that I'm going to get. It's a little bit more expensive, but see, I can see where people get me confused with living in Kentucky because I talk about it quite a bit. That's where I got my husband. He's a Kentuckian, and my brother was born in Kentucky. He lives in D.C. now, but anyway, we live on the border, and I have pretty much most of my life except for that brief amount of time I lived in Michigan. So we are like 15 minutes, well, depending on which way you go, because there is a bridge that's closer, but the bridge that I usually take is 15 minutes away, 15 or 16 minutes away from here. So we go over there, not super often, but but because we're so close, the stores around here have Kentucky products as well as Indiana products, and uh, so Kentucky Legend ham is popular around here, and we live close to the Derby, so I talk about the Derby horses and stuff like that. So I could see where people would think I'm from Kentucky, but I'm not. I'm from Indiana. I was actually born in northern Indiana, up top near the Michigan border, and we've lived all over the place. We traveled with my family when I was a baby quite a lot. I don't remember hardly any of that, but I've lived in Oklahoma and Texas and Illinois, Kentucky. So I've lived quite a few places. I only remember just a few of them, but yeah. But most of my life, I lived in southern Indiana for the good chunk of it. I'll be 50 in January, the 21st, and most of my life I've been here in southern Indiana. Now in different parts of it, um, different towns, but all of them in southern Indiana. Ooh, excuse me. And also another tradition we have are the lights in town. We're going to do that on Friday. My town, if you look up Charlestown, Indiana, uh, they have a Christmas lights thing that people come from all over the place to see. It's special. They record a music track to it, and the lights are synced up with the music track, and it's just really really cute. Um, and my favorite is when they play "Proud to Be an American." Um, that song, I can't sing it because I'll get copyrighted. But they show the American flag and all the lights turn red, white, and blue. That's my favorite part. And but then they have the nativity, and they have snowmen, and they have reindeer, and they have all different kinds of Christmas, up there. And I don't know, it's just so special. And they have a Christmas train, which is really like a trolley that rides on wheels, but it looks like a train. And there's rides, and there's cocoa, and for people that do Santa, there's a Santa uh, little Santa house where you can go and talk to Santa. And I think they give the kids a little toy or something. It's like a little blow up toy or something. They give them something every year. Um, uh, we uh, our beliefs are that we don't um, do Santa, but for those that do, they have that there, and it's very inclusive. It's inclusive to my beliefs. It's inclusive to their beliefs, and it works. We live in a world with a bunch of different people, and it's about time we realize that everybody is different, unique, and special, and nobody is, any different from anybody else. They just have different beliefs. But anyway, we believe in baby Jesus, and that's the reason for the season, and he was a gift to all of us, and um, he's a gift that keeps on giving, and that's why I like to give too. I like to. I get more joy out of the giving than I do the getting, and I know people say, "Oh, people say that," but I really do. I I love to see somebody's face light up. You know, my family and my friends, and it's just a fun time for me. It's it's really magical, and I like to put up the nativities for Christmas, and uh, the lights, and sing all the good Christmas carols, and just the fun baking of things. Which this year I'm going to try to bake more sugar-free things, but the fun in preparing it all and sharing it with your family. My father-in-law's mother, uh, she used to make him stuffed dates, medjool dates. They're really good by themselves and very, very sweet, all on their own. But in the 1950s, they liked to do things for Christmas fancy, and so they would do stuffed dates. And it's very simple, and it's a 1950s recipe. I looked it up because I wanted to do something for my father-in-law that was nostalgic, to remind him of his mother on Christmas. And she lived until the year before my son was born. And then she passed away from cancer, stomach cancer. But I wanted to do something that would remind him. So I asked him what things his mom made, and he said, well, one of the things she made every year was stuffed dates. So, like, oh, great, I don't even know what that is. So I had to look it up. And but they're really, really simple. All you do is you take walnuts. You could take a whole walnut, half, or you could do pieces. You could stuff 2 or 3 little pieces in to make one piece of walnut. But the dates are already split because they took the pit out of it. So they're split in half, kind of like a hot dog bun. Well, anyway, you just open them up a little bit and stuff that walnut half or a couple little walnut pieces inside, and then you pinch the edges together. It's very gummy, like a Play-Doh. The date is, so it's real easy to pinch the side together, and then you roll them in powdered sugar, and that's a stuffed date. And I looked it up because I didn't know. I mean, do they stuff them with goat's cheese, or it was foreign to me. But anyway, no, that's all they do. And it actually tastes, I would leave off the powdered sugar for me because the dates have tons of natural sugar in them. So I think it's a little bit of overkill, but I guess they did it to make it fancier. I don't know. But it put a smile on my father in law's face, and that was worth it. So I'm definitely going to make those again this year for him. Um, you could do multiple packages, but one package was plenty enough because if you eat one, you've basically had a dessert's amount worth of sugar because they have tons of natural sugar in them. They're supposed to be really good for you, but if you're diabetic, I wouldn't eat more than one. But anyway, the dates have a really good flavor. I like them. But I'm also going to make some turtles. Real easy how you do this. You take the pretzels. You could do a waffle pretzel, or you could do just a regular mini knotted pretzel, like a regular pretzel, but the mini kind. Anyway, you take the Rolo candy. If you don't know what a Rolo is, it's a round, it's kind of shaped like a peanut butter cup, except for it's chocolate on the outside and caramel on the inside. And you just put the pretzel on the parchment paper. You could do it on aluminum foil, but aluminum foil tends to stick. So you put the Rolo down on the parchment paper, or the pretzel, and then you put the Rolo on top of it, and you put it in the oven. If you look it up, you can find the oven temperature, but you could put it on 350 and just stand there. It don't take very long at all, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Just got to watch it. Once the Rolo gets squishy enough, you press it down a little bit with a spoon so that it squashes into the pretzel a little bit more and holds on to it. And then you just take them out and let them cool. And you have your bunch of candy turtles. And the pretzel is really good with the caramel. So good. Because the pretzel is salted, so it turns out like a salted caramel turtle. And you could even make it look like a turtle if you cut the pretzel pieces just right. But I'm too lazy for that. I just call it a turtle. But it's really good. I like it. Can't have too many of those either, but I can make them for my family so they can have them. And then we're also going to do like sugar cookies and stuff. Oh my gosh, I've been on here for almost an hour. Well, hopefully you guys have watched this in spurts. I did not plan to make this video that long, and I will finish this row and let you all go. So anyway, so plans are we're going to get up, eat our pancakes, open our presents, change out of our jammies, finish cooking the dinner, and then around noon or 1, my father and sister-in-law are coming over and having Christmas with us. Christmas dinner, and then we'll open presents with them, and we exchange their presents with them, and then we'll watch a Christmas movie or just chat or whatever, and then they usually go home about 4 o'clock because my father-in-law is in his 80s and driving is problematic in the dark. He wouldn't tell you that, but so anyway, isn't that so cute? Oh, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Got a thing of tea and sat and knitted with me or crocheted. I didn't plan on it being a knitting chat, but it ended up being a knitting chat. I was just going to show you what I had worked on, but that's it for now. I will try and get the oolong tea shawl finished up to where she's at with it. So that's Becca at Merrymaker, and I'll put Becca and Sam's channel in the description box because I talked about both of them. And Sam is one who does a lot of amigurumi and well, all different kinds of crochet, shawls, blankets. She shows you around her where she lives. She does a couple drive-in chats and pretty awesome channel to go check out. And then and Becca, she does the knitting and she's got the tutorials and stuff like that, and she teaches how to do it. So please check them both out. That would be awesome if you aren't subscribed to go over there and subscribe to both of their channels. Um, but anyway, I enjoyed spending this time with you. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to spread your passion, your joy, and be a little joy bomb in your corner of the world, because this world needs all the love it can get right now. And Merry Christmas to all y'all that celebrate, and have a really great day to all y'all that don't celebrate. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.